Gotta remember to do is not have the audio up until
Smart.
you all know.
How we doing? Am I here?
Doing it, you're there.
We're doing it? All right.
Yeah.
Well, give me 1 second here. Let me send this over to Jack. Okay. Jack Nance. Jack Nance.
Jack or take a full check. Maybe they can give us some a Caden Lewis takes.
I'm all here for it. All right, let me...
Look at Zach's working and walking.
Let me gather myself here. We're on an unnamed street.
We are actually walking from... I don't want to give too much. I don't want people to know where you live.
No, they don't... No,
We're really far away, actually.
Yeah, we're actually on the other side of the street, or the other side of the city, but yes, you're about to see the walk that I take every time we go to a Kentucky game. Part of it, yes. Not all of it.
We did 3 miles.
Yeah, I basically walked from Hamburg essentially to get out here, but we watched the football guys do this a couple times, so now we're gonna try our own little way here.
I'm gonna try not to fall.
Yeah, good luck there. There's a grate right there.
To the arena.
Whenever I tell people it is a 12-minute walk to Rupp Arena from my house, actually, no, sorry, it's a 45-minute walk from Rupp Arena to my house, Steven.
Right.
But for this particular instance, it's 12 minutes, and that is because of my ability to speed walk. But I'll slow down a little bit here for you. All right. Minnesota State, let's talk about it, shall we?
I know nothing.
The Kentucky necessarily used to. I forget exactly who last year. Sorry, Steven, I'm literally sprinting at you. I forget who the UK player was last year, but it was it was a regular season game. Before one of the regular season games, we were talking about him. The opponent asking who the player, what they knew about the system or anybody on the other team, and I remember they basically said that we have not looked at a scouting report. We don't know anything about him, and that was just kind of a commonplace thing. Andrew Carr and Lamont Butler, they knew exactly who, I think it's Kaiser Willingham. They knew exactly who he was. They knew who their third leading scorer was as well. I think his name was Justin Egan's. They had him listed by name. Andrew Carr kind of gave a scouting report of what they're going to do, which basically it's going to be different than Kentucky Wesleyan in the fact that Minnesota State actually has talented players.
Did they win the national championship?
They won, and I only know about this because of our guy Drew Franklin posted a need to know of the Minnesota State Mavericks. By the way, yes, Kaiser Willingham hit a game-winning 3 to win the D2 national championship. I think there was 0.7 seconds left. Hit it from the corner. He's a lefty, long type shooter. Shoots the ball, releases it all the way up there.
I'm kind of surprised I didn't see that somewhere.
Well, it's funny because I was looking at the crowd and there was 6 people at the game, and that's for the D2 championship as well. So, yeah, I guess the eyes are not going there, but I guess they have enough NIL money to keep all their big players, so good for them. It is home to our own Myron Metcalf, our own friend of the program, we'll say, Myron Metcalf. Tim Walz was also a graduate of Minnesota State. So they have a decent little alumni selection there. I didn't realize they had 12,000 undergrads at that school, which seems like a lot for just a state school, I guess. But on the court, we don't really know what to expect still. They pretty much return all of their returning, I think their top 1, 3, and 4 top returning scores. Willingham, I guess, had a brother who graduated last year, so he's all the way gone. Willingham? Did I say Dillingham?
No, you did say Willingham.
Oh, okay. No.
I'm just...
Willingham.
Yeah, I'm just
It's all connected somehow.
Let me hear that name.
Wob Willingham. But he must have graduated or is gone because he's no longer on the team. He was actually the leading scorer on that team last year. And now baby brother is coming in, or cousin, whoever he is, some sort of relative, unless they just happen to have the same last name and are that close in age. So they're going to be a really good team this year. I know that they're number 1 in the preseason for Division II rankings. Who's number 2? I couldn't even tell you another Division II name. Steven, you're really good at this backwards walking situation here. As we're going, it
was Bellarmine was kind of dominating.
Yeah, Bellarmine was that team. And now they're getting robbed out of opportunities to play in the D1 tournament. Is that time frame come up on them yet?
So this is the last year?
This might be the last year they can't participate, I think. Because I think it was their first year in. They could have maybe, or got close to it or something like that.
I think they won their conference.
Watch out there. Yeah. I believe that's right. We got maybe some fans. I don't know. We are now on High Street here. We're about I don't know, 4 or 5 blocks away from Rupp Arena.
Do you make this walk in all weather?
Yes, actually. And now that Jack is parking at my house, which is very far away, he can no longer drive me to my apartment when it's 1 a.m. In the middle of February. So we're both going to be making that walk back home together. And I'm actually excited about it. It's bonding time. I love these walks. Jack hates them. And he actually makes fun of me for doing this walk all the time. But I think it's beautiful. It's less than a mile. I mean, well, especially right today. Like, look at this.
It's less than a mile from where we turn the camera on.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Steven. Yeah, we got a beautiful day here downtown Lexington. The crowd, what time is it actually now that I'm looking? Let me double check here.
Like, just talk about late arriving crowds, especially like I live in Louisville, and like their fans will.
I think these parking attendants are putting on a show for you, or we're trying to. $10 parking is actually not a bad deal. Oh. Right across the street, you've got 15. I would open up one right here at the Community Trust Bank for $5, and really just kind of mess with everybody. What's that dance called?
This is the Whip and Nay Nay right now.
Oh, okay, a little throwback. Full throwback for us. Well, throwback for my generation. 10 years ago, maybe not even that long ago.
It's been 10 years?
Since the whip and the nay nay?
10 years. I still don't know what the nay nay is, and it's been around.
Well, I'm not going to do it right now because that would just look ridiculous. Yeah, we've got a beautiful night here in downtown Lexington. Usually right around here is where I start to see more and more fans kind of doing the walk with me. We're still an hour away from tip-off. I don't know what the crowd will be like. I was honestly surprised at the crowd last game, but I thought it would be just a little bit more lively, so hopefully we get that today as well.
I was too.
But we'll see.
Mostly, like
I mean, if we're being honest, dude, that Kentucky Wesleyan team, I'm not sure they were awake for the whole game. Like they were not really playing or trying hard or doing anything really competitive. Steven, you want to try and cross the street here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Just a guy walking down the street here. Do they interview fans for this? Do they do that? I'm not sure.
Yeah, occasionally, yeah. People usually, well, you know, it's different when you have a tailgating scene and.
Yeah, this is not necessarily the tailgating atmosphere. Not too many people drinking up and down High Street here.
Last time.
Oh, and, no monetization on that video, huh?
The screen dropped. Says he was about ready to do that. So.
Look at God work. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, we have a Rex Chapman jersey up there. Zoom in on that one, Steven. That one's nice. I do like that. Man, we've got a great day here. Now we're going to $20 parking. This is if you're preparing for the season and want to know how to park on High Street. No, you need to go back about a block to start getting the deals here.
That person's paying the 20. What is it? Is it 27 or is it more now?
It is 27 to park in the actual lot at Rupp. And as we get up higher here, 20. I see 22 down there. Got some construction going on. Steven, give me a hot take from your first exhibition experience.
From the last game?
Yeah, from Tuesday or Wednesday, I guess now.
Wednesday, yeah. I try not to take too much from that, because you really, like you said, it's Kentucky Wesleyan. We don't really know how good they're going to be, but here's what I would say: we played a close game in one of these exhibitions the last 3 years.
Yes.
What was the score of the Missouri Western State?
I believe that one was
56-38.
Yes, 50 to 30 range was where it was. So definitely not. Do
you know the halftime score of Kentucky Georgetown last season?
These are traumatic memories that we're diving into now. Oh, they all went. Oh, okay. I'm following the crowd here. I'm trying to protect Steven while we're doing it at the same time.
My John Morant Murray stays are untied right now.
Here, you want to pop over here?
Yeah, here. You want to take this?
Yeah. Oh, goodness. All right, we're going on the fly here. Oh, that was probably way too close. All right, I think my one big hot takeaway from that first exhibition game against Kentucky Wesleyan, as I mentioned in Zoom action, go watch. Myself and Brandon Ramsey.
Well, they can watch that right before the game.
You can watch it right now. I think, how long did that video end up being, Steven?
It's like less than 20 minutes.
Less than 20 minutes. You can get a couple of in-depth Brandon Ramsey from inside of his mind type thoughts, scoop on just his thoughts on the offense from the first exhibition there. I think we talked about a mid-range jumper, or I know we talked about a mid-range jumper, which I thought was hilarious.
That's so funny. Yeah, was it the very first play?
The second play was a mid-range jumper. The first one was just a cut inside, but really cool stuff over there with me and myself and Brandon, with Steven running the production behind. Regardless, back to my one big takeaway from that game was that Amari Williams is the best passing big man Kentucky has had in 20 years. I didn't necessarily have a player in mind when I said that, but I know people on KS Board were kind of likening it to, like, Chuck Hayes may have been the last guy that was as fun to watch passing the ball as him.
I'm having a Jamarion Wilcox issue over here.
Oh, my gosh. This guy cannot tie his shoes. Look at this.
Mark Stoops would be so upset with me. Should we double knot? Just double knot it.
Ooh, double knot's kind of a fashion no-no, though, you know?
But hang on. It's about
Yeah, we're not in it for the fashion. We're in it for the views here.
Yeah, I was trying to get there.
But yes, Amari Williams, amazing passer. Chuck Hayes was like 6'7", wasn't he? Chuck Hayes was not very tall for being a center.
He might have been like 6'8", maybe.
Yeah, so not tall is what I'm saying. Like,
right.
In terms of 7-footers that can pass like that, like, you know, maybe Big Z could if we got to actually kind of see him in action.
Saw one.
We did see one. We saw the behind the back loop-de-doop and pull to whoever that was. I already forget.
Antonio Reeves.
I think it was the Reeves 3, yeah, but that was actually a game that I will try to remember, unlike most of the last 2 or 3 seasons. But yeah, so I was a big fan of what we saw from Amari Williams. What was Brandon's big take? I already kind of forget.
Defense, right?
Defense, that's right. He said Lamont Butler was the best defensive guard UK has had. I don't think he gave it a time frame or anything, but he said he said better than Ulis, better than Hagens. Like,
that's some high praise.
And that's what we want. We want the takes.
Yeah.
And Ulis obviously was SEC Defensive Player of the Year, right? Yeah, he was Defensive Player of the Year and Player of the Year that season. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you don't have to Google me. It's okay. I'm like 91% sure about that.
On the facts is optional thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of that tagline, is we can just kind of say what we want.
It's $30 here.
Yeah,
is that just for the hassle? Are they now? That's like an upcharge of, like, you don't have to deal with this. Like, you can just come right here, $3 extra and you're in.
I mean, and that is probably not a bad deal if we're being honest. But if you look at some of the vehicles that are in there, you'll understand why. They are above my pay grade.
Ooh, you know what's going to be fun is when it rains and we do this and we take the tunnels.
Ooh, yeah, because we tried to do that last year. You, me, Drew, and I think Jacob came with too, where we tried to.
We tried it the last 2 years, but we've always gotten stuck at a certain point.
Yeah, we tried to underground tunnel our way from this Hyatt all the way to Jeff Ruby's, and we did not. Yeah, we definitely got lost multiple times. But I would love to try that one again. It's always fun.
So Jack,
just kind of letting
one of them, so they might be meeting us out here.
Yeah, Jack, Jacob, if one of you is listening, please pop out, or I can just text one of them right now. Let's see.
$27 parking.
Yeah. All right.
Now I am interested to see what the crowd looks like today.
I think we'll have a better crowd just because there's a little bit more buzz around the opponent.
Yeah.
But then again, these days are just so nice out that wouldn't you rather just sit on the back porch, watch the dogs frolic, and you could just throw it on the SEC network on the computer on your big TV, and there you go.
I will always.
But you should come though, even though that sounds really fun.
If you can afford it, get here. It's something about seeing it live and in person.
Yeah, and it was a blast to watch last week. I will say it was probably the most fun I've had watching a Kentucky game.
You got to start making Rupp Arena. Like, people, be afraid when they come into Rupp Arena again.
Ooh, anyone need a naughty? They're shooing us around here. All right, let's see if we can't locate one of our friends. If not, we'll probably just
we can always
just cut it or something. Or let's see, we can maybe go see if any fans want to chit chat, have some conversations about Kentucky basketball.
Always fun to get the pulse of the fans.
I do like this little area right here that they've added over the last couple of years. Oh my goodness!
The vibes could be more different around football and basketball right now.
Yeah, Big Mama's number 9. Who's number 9? Trent Noah. Is that a Trent Noah family member?
Gotta be.
I think he just saw it here first, folks. All right, we have Jack Pilgrim on the way. We'll get his thoughts on Minnesota State once he gets here. Thoughts on the views. We still are not entirely sure if Kirk Risa is going to play or not. I think Jack did post that he's already out there warming up. But we saw him warm up at the last game. So it's one of those things where, do you really want to play him? You know, do you really want to kind of risk something happening when he's probably 95%? Do you want to risk the 5%? We'll see. I'd like to see him play. There comes Jack Pilgrim. I'd like to see him play, just to see how he can interact and flow with everyone else.
Jackets, coats. Does he have a new one like every game now?
That's my golf.
Yeah, you must have been nice and hot walking over here.
Oh, it's really hot.
Hello.
Is this on?
Yeah, it
good?
should be. Hang on. Let's see.
We're live, baby.
There you go. How we doing? Mic check, 1, 2.
Did you listen to any of us?
I did. It was a nice little brisk walk. You guys did a good job. I listened. The audio quality, sound quality was very good.
I was sprinting over here. I was running over Steven by accident.
You look glistening.
Are you saying I'm sweating?
Yeah. But you look good.
Well, thoughts on Minnesota State?
We have some big news.
Kirk Risa?
Did you guys hear?
No.
What do you think I've been doing the last 15 minutes?
Kirk Risa will make his Kentucky debut tonight against Minnesota State. Just was in there. He is dressed from top to bottom with the headband. I think that's a really important note.
That's the key.
He wants to make his Kentucky debut wearing a headband. He looked really good, launching threes.
Are we doing the upside down Nike logo on the headband?
I was too far away to notice.
That's an important detail, actually.
But he looked very confident. He was making a lot of shots. I'm expecting a big Kirk Risa night.
Okay, MVP.
Ooh, MVP. I don't know if I want to go that far with Kerr, but I feel like it's going to be a big Kobe Bryant night. I feel like Kobe kind of slipped under the radar a little bit in the first matchup, getting his legs under him, still made some threes, but still getting his legs underneath him. I think it's going to be a big Kobe Bryant night.
This is one of those games where I actually kind of want Kentucky to be up by like 10 at halftime. Just kind of see what happens in the second half. You know, let's test them a little bit, see actually what kind of juice they got. You know, I'm sure they cakewalked their way through that last one. I'm sure they're probably thinking the same. Similar-ish will happen in this one, even though they had a nice in-depth scouting report, as we mentioned on the way over here. They already knew ahead of time who the actual players were.
Is that refreshing to you? To be able to talk to these players? It was literally the first thing I mentioned to Steven. I was like, let's talk about Minnesota State. We actually know about it. To talk to these guys and have them be like, oh, yeah, well, this guy was the leading player, hit the game-winning three-point shot to win the game in the NCAA D2 national championship. You got this guy averaged 12 points a game, like rattling off facts and stats about their opponents, where it's like, I don't think even the head coach of our last administration knew this stuff about our current opponents. So it was just
who shall not be named.
Very refreshing pregame leading up to this one. That these dudes care. They really want to dig into the weeds of what to expect at Rupp Arena.
How are the overall vibes inside? I know we're early,
loose, fresh. I think they're.
Did you get an eye on the Mavericks? Were they out there shooting around a little?
Small,
okay.
Small, made some shots,
Makes
but
sense.
They're small, not very girthy, if you will. Are we allowed to say that? I feel like we're allowed to.
You can.
Should be.
Not that. Yeah, it's the context is how someone on the internet will find a way to
turn
that one on you.
Talented, not very sized, skilled somewhat, but look, they're
girthy.
D2 national champion team.
Yes, returning a lot of production.
Some production, but they're really well coached. It's just going to be one of those days where
how's it going, guys?
You're going to get some experience.
Who's winning?
Kentucky, obviously.
Cats by 90.
Come on, man.
By 90 today.
That's
easily.
Come on now. With no competition. Come on, you see we're out here early. Travis Perry.
Okay, why?
No,
because he's a bucket.
All right, I like it. Any final score predictions though? Let's be serious here, guys.
130 Cats. 130. 80 the other team. What is the other team? I would say Cats 95, and the other team 43.
I like those. I like that pick.
Something.
Oh, is that who we're playing?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
True fans, they say. Who was on the back of the?
Reed Shepard.
Yikes.
Robertson.
There we go. Okay, we got some true fans. This is the truest fan right here with the bib, if we're being real.
Good old checkerboard.
The bib is having a moment right now.
He's rocking E.J. Montgomery's number. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you from here?
No, Chicago.
Chicago. That's everyone that goes to UK is from Chicago.
It was like
very Boston-y a little bit, too.
Specifically for you to say Chicago.
Chicago?
Yeah.
Now everyone says it's like Chicago. Like, that just doesn't sound right.
Chicago.
What is
Chicago.
YouTube.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah, we're live right now. Y'all are on the internet right now.
Can I go interview some people? Can I get the mic, go interview somebody?
What do you think, Steven? Who are you going to interview? Pick out.
I'm going to interview this lady right here.
Pick.
He's trustworthy.
You got to get one of these guys in the overalls to match to match overall vibes. Come on,
get over here. All right, tell us.
I'm from Lexington, and I've got the winning ball of the NCAA back in 1978 in a glass case. What else you want to know?
I want to know how you came.
I'm a UK. Oh, our friends Denise and George, they said you all must, and we said, of course. We're from Harrodsburg.
Okay.
But we made it. Big old trip here, but we're ready.
I love it.
Down with the Mavericks. Woo!
Go Cats by 90.
What?
Cats by 90.
92.
There we go.
Even better, yes.
That's the new slogan. Thank you all. I love it. I love it.
KSR, right?
That's what we are. That's what we're doing.
KSR right now.
We know.
Do you want to say anything particular to our viewers?
Tell them how much we love them. We love y'all. We love everything y'all do.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
We do. We support you. Yes, we do. We are big fans. Yeah. Kentucky boys. That's it. Cats. Anything else you want to know? You let us know.
I think
we'll come find you. We'll come find you. Listen to that echo. The vibes are high, folks. Let me tell you. I was talking down on the vibes when I got here, but they are making a serious comeback. It is 6:13. We're 45 minutes till tip-off. Do we want to head in? Are we...
Some other pregame notes.
Any other thoughts?
So
I got
showed
distracted.
up at 4:30 on the dot. Just to, I've never been here this early. And they played the pregame intro, the all roads lead to, they played all those like 6 times in a row. As loud as they possibly could. Like, I don't know if they were just trying out to see if we could bust their eardrums just to, get practice going a little bit. So the speakers are working. I'm here to tell you that the speakers are working. And I got a first look at the national anthem singer, and he is immaculate. He sang his little heart out, and I think that's going to be one of the early...
Little, is he tiny? Is he a tiny guy?
Medium.
You just think he's got a small heart?
No, big heart. Big lungs, big heart.
Okay.
It was a very soulful sound. He was immaculate. It's gonna be.
Did you go to church with this man too?
I did not.
Okay. That's an inside joke.
Very girthy heart. Yeah.
All right. We will end on the girth joke. Anything else actually you want to add in there?
No. Vibes are very good. I'm excited. What are we expecting?
Quickly
the crowd
piling
to be?
in here. I was thinking a little bit better than the last game, which was probably 70% full, 75-ish. So bump that up to 80.
The fans that were there were really, really, really excited.
Yeah, they were into
and happy to be there. So I think it's going to be a similar vibe. I think it's not going to be a sellout. I think it's going to be 80-ish, 85% full.
We'll
I think
take
the corners aren't going to be...
I see some Minnesota State fans right over there.
Minnesota State. If we could get...
Did they travel, you think, from Monacoco? I think that's what it was called. Mankato, yeah. Monacoco sounds better.
Yelling directions. All right, so, yeah, we're good. I feel good about this. It's going to be a final score prediction for you?
I'm going a little bit low. Like, I think Kentucky wins by 31-ish. I think that's probably what'll happen. Jackson Robinson, I think they hit 18 threes, though. I seriously think the three-point barrage it's coming back again. 18
How many
threes.
attempts, though?
I'll give them 44. I almost said the S word. Poop ton of attempts. That's a poop ton. It's 44.
Daniel Hager, I need to get his take.
Daniel Hager in the flesh, KSR intern. Buddy, how the hell are you?
Good, ready for some basketball.
We were just going over our final score predictions before we signed off here. Got anything?
Go 89 to 60.
I like that. That's kind of around the area. Yeah.
How many points does Kirk Kriisa score tonight?
If he plays,
he is playing.
He's playing per KSR's Jack Pilgrim.
8 points, 2 threes.
8 points.
In a layup.
I think let's give him. I want him to see more than 15 minutes. That's what I'm hoping for with Kerr. Let me get more than 15 minutes so I can see.
Is there any concern about playing him in a game that does not matter?
That question kind of confuses me.
Have a tweaked hamstring, as Mark Pope said.
They wouldn't play him if he really did.
He was dealing with a renegotiation of NIL deal.
Was that his joke?
That was Pope's joke.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was like assuming that the drama would be, oh my God.
Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate
holding
it.
Out. There's more drama. He was like, yeah, we're in an NIL renegotiation battle right now, but he's totally fine. I
like Pope's one-liners.
Yeah, it was great.
He joked about Lamont Butler, he said, don't leave your wallet about this guy. He'll steal it.
Yeah, very, very good one.
Just go with him.
But my question is, if he truly does have the tweaked hamstring, as Pope said,
then he wouldn't play, I don't think.
I mean, he's had it since the blue-white game. Oh, you weren't here. You didn't get to experience that.
No, I was not, but I was at a wedding. Great wedding, by the way. I watched Kentucky lose to Florida in a bar. It's awesome.
Yeah, no negative vibes to come. So I like that Kerr's playing. Hope he doesn't push it too much. What matters is him playing against Wright State.
Yeah, I just want to see 15 minutes from him tonight.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, get him a baby run through. Let him work out the kinks or whatever, and see if that hamstring is up to task.
What are you guys going to get for food for dinner tonight?
Ooh,
I'm always Chick-fil-A.
See?
I just always get the Chick-fil-A because I know it's going to be consistent. I know it's going to be good. I can afford it on my little meal ticket.
They have
Chick-fil-A.
They have swapped out the pulled chicken nachos and the pulled pork nachos for tacos at City Barbecue. So I
think I saw Drew Franklin with those last game.
They were pretty good last time, so I may have to run it back with those.
Okay, Steven?
I was actually asking because I was trying to get...
He's looking for recommendations himself. If you need recommendations, come find us. We'll be walking around Rupp. I'll tell you exactly where the Chick-fil-A is. Because I've got it timed out properly. I know exactly when to go. I know exactly when to go to the bathroom, too. I've got this whole arena mapped out in my mind. I know the times. I know the timeouts. I know when it's coming. If you want info on where the cleanest bathroom is, come find me.
Don't let it go. Don't let it out to the YouTube crowd.
Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't a Steve Ballmer arena, so we don't have 4,000 toilets like they do in their new dome, but we'll get there.
This was a lot of fun. We are very excited to see you guys, hopefully, after a Cats by 90 victory
92.
Tonight. 92, as that one fan said. We'll be right back here, the little pavilion area, to hopefully recap what is a massive victory for the Kentucky Wildcats to wrap up this exhibition schedule. We'll get the real stuff coming next week. Beat Minnesota State Mankato.